Good morning, children. Today I am going to start with the circulatory system of cockroach. Periplaneta has an open type of circulatory system, that is, blood vessels are poorly developed and opens into the hemocoel in which the blood or hemolymph flows freely. You know very well already I have discussed with you about the open circulatory system. In case any doubt regarding this, please refer lesson number 1. So, since the blood vessels are poorly developed in Periplaneta americana, the blood or hemolymphs flow freely in the body space. Visceral organs. What is mean by visceral organs? The organ which have essential function in our body is called visceral organs. Visceral organs located in the hemocoels are bathed in the blood. The hemolymph is colorless and consists of plasma and hemocyte, which are phagocytic in nature. Actually, hemolymph, what is mean by hemolymph? The fluid which is filled in the cavity, body cavity, is called hemolymph or hemocoel. This hemocoel is colorless and it consists of plasma and hemocytes only. In our body we are having blood, and blood consists of plasma and blood cells. But in case of hemolymph, it is colorless and consists of plasma and hemocyte. Instead of blood cells in our body, hemolymph consists of hemocytes, and the hemocytes are phagocytic in nature. What is mean by phagocytic? Help the microorganism which enter into the body. And heart is an elongated tube with a muscular wall lying mid-dorsally beneath the thorax. Heart consists of 13 chambers. Okay, then about heart. Okay, if we speak when we speak about circulatory system, immediately we recall or remember the structure called heart. Here cockroach also consists of heart. The heart is elongated tubular structure and it is stored from lying mid-dorsally beneath the thorax. Beneath the thorax the heart is placed. And about the chambers, there are 13 chambers is present in the cockroach heart, and which has an ostia on either side. Ostia means what? It's an opening. So it consists of 13 chambers and present beneath the thorax region, and it's a tubular structure, and on either side of this tubular structure it consists of ostia. The blood from the sinuses enters the heart through the ostia and is pumped anteriorly to sinuses again. The triangular muscles that are responsible for blood circulation in the cockroach are called alari muscles. One pair of these muscles is found in each segment on either side of the heart. In cockroach there is an accessory pulsatile vesicle at the base of each antenna which also pumps blood. Okay, alari muscles to Marcosin. You can see the structure of heart. You see, children, there are 13 chamber. That pale color structure which is tubular in nature are called heart. Chambers of heart you can see. If you count, it is 13 chamber. On either side of the chambers you can see a triangular muscles which are called as alari muscles. This is a 3 Marcosin. And also one pair of this muscle is found in each segment. So totally 13 pairs of alari muscles are present, because on either side of each chamber each pair of alari muscles are present. So there are 13 chamber of heart in cockroach. So hence the alari muscles number is 13 pairs. In cockroach there is an accessory pulsatile vesicle at the base of each antennae. This pulsatile vesicle present at base of antennae also pump the blood. Okay. Next, nervous system. The nervous system of cockroach consists of a nerve ring and a ganglionated double ventral nerve cord, subesophageal ganglion, circumesophageal connectives, and double ventral nerve cord. These are the parts involved in the nervous system of cockroach. Actually, the nervous system of cockroach consists of a nerve ring and a ganglionated double ventral nerve cord, subesophageal ganglion, circumesophageal connectives, and a double ventral nerve cord. The nerve ring is present around the esophagus in the head. Okay, when you see the digestive system of cockroach, you can observe the esophageal region. Around the esophageal region, the nerve ring is present in the head capsule and formed by the supraesophageal ganglion called the brain. And the brain is mainly a sensory and an endocrine center and lies above the esophagus. Okay. Next, where the brain is located, which is present above the esophagus, it acts as both sensory and endocrine center. Next, subesophageal ganglion. Sub means what? Below. That is a ganglion which is present below the esophagus is called subesophageal ganglion. Is the motor center that controls the movement of the mouth parts, legs and wings. So this is the part, the subesophageal ganglion is the part which controls the movement of mouth parts, legs and wings. It lies below the esophagus and formed by the fusion of paired ganglia of mandibular, maxillary, labial segment of the head. Okay. So, this subesophageal ganglion which lies below the esophagus and formed by the fusion of the paired ganglia. So, this subesophagus ganglion is formed by the fusion of paired ganglion, that is mandibular, maxillary and labial segment of the head. Then a pair of circumesophageal connectives is present around the esophagus, connecting the supraesophageal ganglion with the subesophageal ganglion. Okay, you know very well the structure which is present above the esophagus is called supraesophageal ganglion, and the ganglion which is present below the esophagus is called subesophageal ganglion, and these two ganglions are connected by as structure is called circumesophageal connectives. The double ventral nerve cord is solid, ganglionated and arises from the subesophageal ganglion and extends up to the 7th abdominal segment. Okay. So, below that, below the subesophageal ganglion, the double ventral nerve cord is present. This nerve cord is solid, ganglionated and arises from the subesophageal ganglion and which extend up to the 7th abdominal segment. Already I said in the abdomen there are 10 segments are present. Up to, in that up to 7th segment this double ventral nerve cord is running. And next one is 3 thoracic ganglia are present, 1 in each thoracic segment and 6 abdominal ganglion in the abdomen. So, when we see about the ganglion, there are 3 thoracic ganglia are present, 1 in each thoracic segment. Already I said in the thorax region there are 3 segments, prothorax, mesothorax, metathorax. In each segment one pair of ganglion is present, and also in the abdomen consists of 10 segment. Among this 10 segment, this ventral nerve cord extend up to the 6th segment. So, in each segment 6 abdominal ganglion, each segment each ganglion is present, to totally 6 abdominal ganglia are present. In cockroach the sense organs are antennae, compound eyes, labrum, maxillary palps, labial palps and anal cerci. So, these are the sensory organs or sense organs, like I saw for us eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, these are considered as sensory organs. Like that in cockroach, antennae, compound eye, labrum, maxillary palps, labial palps and anal cerci are considered as what? Sense organs. The receptor for touch, that is stigmoreceptors, is located in the antenna, maxillary palps and cerci. The receptor for smell, that is olfactory receptor, is found on the antenna, and the receptor for taste, that is gustatory receptor, is found on the palps of maxilla and labium, and thermoreceptor are found on the first 4 tarsal segments on the legs. So, the receptor chordotandal is found on the anal cerci, which respond to air on earth-borne vibration. What is chordodontal? Chordotonal receptor. The receptor which is respond to air and earth-borne vibration is called chordotonal receptor. So, then these are present in the anal cerci. Then the photoreceptor, that is light of each cockroach, consists of a pair of compound eyes at the dorsal surface of the head. Each eye is formed of about 2000 simple eyes called ommatidia. Underline it. What is ommatidia? The compound eye of the cockroach is called ommatidia, which consists of 2000 small or simple eyes in each ommatidia. Then in single, if we speak ommatidium, through which the cockroach can receive several images of an object. This kind of vision is known as mosaic vision, with more sensitivity but less resolution. Okay, and next one is excretory system. So I have discussed with you about a circulatory system and nervous system of cockroach. Now I am discussing with you about the excretory system. Malpighian tubules are the main excretory organs of cockroach, which help in eliminating the nitrogenous waste from the body. In the form of uric acid, cockroach excrete uric acid, so it is uricotelic in nature. In addition, fat body, nephrocytes, cuticle and uricose glands are also excretory in function. So when we speak about excretory system, you know very well, the system which is used to excrete the waste, nitrogenous waste from the body, is called excretory system. So Malpighian tubules are the main excretory organs of cockroach, which help in the eliminating of nitrogenous waste from the body in the form of uric acid. Hence it is called uricotelic. So what is uricotelic? The animal which excrete uric acid as its excretory material is called uricotelic. We human beings excrete urea as the nitrogenous waste material, so we belongs to ureotelic. Okay, so fishes, they excrete ammonia as their nitrogenous waste material, so they are called ammonotelic. So based on the excretory product we can name the animal. In addition, fat body, nephrocyte, cuticle, uricose glands are also excretory in function. So main excretory organs or Malpighian tubules. In addition to that, these organs also involved in that function. Then Malpighian tubules are thin, long, filamentous, yellow colored structure attached at the junction of midgut and hindgut, that I have discussed with you when I taught the digestive system. Okay, that is digestive system consists that is alimentary canal consists of three regions: foregut, midgut, hindgut. Okay, in that at the junction of midgut and hindgut, this Malpighian tubules are present, which are long, filamentous, yellow colored in nature. These are about 100 to 150 in number. The number of Malpighian tubules may be 100 to 150 and are present in 6 to 9 bundles. Each tubule is lined by a glandular and ciliated cells, and the waste is excreted out through the hindgut. Then the glandular cells of the Malpighian tubules absorb water, salt and nitrogenous waste from the hemolymph, transfer them into the lumen of the tubules. So the cells of the tubules reabsorb water and certain inorganic salts also. By the contraction of the tubules, nitrogenous waste is pushed into the ileum, where more water is reabsorbed. It moves into the rectum and almost solid uric acid is excreted along with the fecal matter. Next, reproductive system. Cockroaches are dioecious or unisexual, that is both male and female present separately, that is called dioecious or unisexual. They have well developed reproductive organ. The male reproductive system consists of a pair of testes, vasa differentia, an ejaculatory duct, utricular gland, pallic gland and the external genitalia. So these are the structures present in the male reproductive system. The main the primary sex organs in the male reproductive system are pair of testes. In addition to that, it has vasa differentia and ejaculatory duct as the duct form, and the glands which are present in the male reproductive system are utricular gland, pallic gland and external genitalia. Then a pair of three-lobed testes lies on the lateral side of the fourth and sixth abdominal segment. Please note it. Three-lobed testes. So each testis is made up of three lobes. These three-lobed testes are located or lies on the lateral side of the fourth and sixth segments, abdominal segments. From each testis arises a thin vas difference. Okay, actually three-lobed. Each lobe are located in each segment. First lobe in the fourth segment, second lobe in the fifth segment, and the third lobe on the sixth segment. So each testis consists of three-lobed testis, a three-lobed structure. So that fourth, fifth, sixth. From each testis arises a thin vas deferens which open into the ejaculatory duct through the seminal vesicle. So in each lobe arises a thin testis that is called vas deferens. These are open into the ejaculatory duct through the seminal vesicle. The ejaculatory duct is an elongated duct which open out by the male gonopore, lying ventral to the anus. A tricular or mushroom shaped gland is a large accessory reproductive gland which opens into the anterior part of the ejaculatory duct. Please refer the diagram, children. You can see that diagram. Male reproductive system. See ejaculatory duct, Phallic gland, long tubules. All you can see here. Okay, testis also you can see here. When you go through the male and female reproductive system, please refer this. Since we are in time lacking, please we'll go little fast. Okay, these sacs store the sperms, that is ejaculatory duct. These sacs store the sperms in the form of bundles called spermatopores. The duct of Phallic or gangliobat gland also opens near the gonopore, whose function is uncertain. Surrounding the male genital opening are few chitinous and asymmetrical structure called palomeres or gonopophytes, which helps in copulation. The female reproductive system of cockroach consists of a pair of ovaries, vagina, genital pouch, collateral gland, and spermatheca, and the external genitalia. A pair of ovaries lies laterally in the second and sixth abdominal segment. Each ovary is formed of group of 8 ovarian tubules or ovarioles containing a chain of developing ova. So a pair of ovaries lies laterally in the second to sixth segment. Okay, abdominal segment. Each ovary is formed of a group of 8 ovarian tubules. So each ovary consists of group of 8 ovarian tubules or ovarioles which containing a chain of developing ova. The lateral oviduct of each ovary unite into a broad median common oviduct known as vagina, which opens into the genital chamber. The vertical opening of the vagina is the female genital pore. A pair of spermatheca is present in the sixth segment, which open by a median aperture in the dorsal wall of the genital pouch. During copulation, the ova descend to the genital chamber where they are fertilized by the sperm. A pair of white and branched collateral glands present behind the ovaries forms a hard egg case called ootheca around the eggs. Genital pouch is formed by the 7th, 8th and 9th abdominal sterna. The genital pouch has 2 chambers, a genital chamber into which the vagina opens and an oothecal chambers where ootheca are formed. 3 pairs of plate-like chitinous structure called gonopophyses are present around the female genital aperture. These gonopophyses guide the ova into the ootheca as ovipositus. Then ootheca is a dark reddish to black brown capsule about 12 cm long, which contains nearly 16 fertilized eggs and dropped or glued to a suitable surface, usually in crack or crevice of high relative humidity near a food source. On an average, each female cockroach produces nearly 15 to 40 ootheca in its lifespan of about 1 to 2 years. So the lifespan of cockroach is 1 to 2 years. In its lifespan, it produces 15 to 40 ootheca. The embryonic development occurs in the ootheca, which takes nearly 5 to 13 weeks. Then the development of cockroach is gradual through nymphal stage, that is parometabolous. The nymph resembles the adult and undergoes molting. The nymph grows by molting or egg dices about 13 times to reach the adult form. Many species of cockroach are wild. About 30 cockroach species out of 4,600 are associated with human habitats. About 4 species are well known as pests. They destroy food and contaminate with their offensive odor. The mere presence of cockroach is a sign of unhygienic condition. They are also known to be carriers of a number of bacterial diseases. Cockroach allergen can cause asthma to a sensitive people also. Next one is another one species we are going to see, that is the common Indian green frog or Rana hexadactyla, that I will discuss with you in my next class, children. And today's homework, circulatory system and male reproductive system of cockroach, or the 2 questions you will get as a homework, children. Complete and send it to me. Okay, only Lavanya is responding to me, others not at all. Punita Shri, Dhanushri, Aishwarya Lakshmi, Vishal, not at all responding the homework. Why? Actually we are in school. Hereafter if you are not sending the homework properly, I will report to principal ma'am. So send it immediately, the homework, then and there. Okay, bye.